Greetings, YouTube. Today we're looking at the second half of the Pathfinder Adventure card game Ranger class deck. Contains 109 cards. We looked at half of them in the previous video, and now we're going to look at them in the rest in this video. Here's a little blurb about how to incorporate these into your decks. Again, I don't really play card games like this, but I find these kind of cards can be useful for illustrations and for inspiration and things like that. And if you find someone has a magic item, you can go, this is your magic item, which is quite handy. So here we have the Amulet of Life. Classic image of caltrops. These are very, very fancy caltrops. Real caltrops were very simple. Usually just two pieces of yew steel that had points that were essentially like this, and they were kind of welded at the center. Very cheaply done. And modern caltrops, actually you can take a star and you bend two of the points in one direction, two of the points in the other, and you got a caltrop. Very fancy, expensive caltrops. The conch shell, the emerald of dexterity. I don't think you need an illustration of that, frankly. The spyglass. I have a spyglass above my shelf right now. Archery bracers, which are very useful. And if you've ever done any archery, and if you know anyone who's an amateur archer, and anyone who started archery and has said, I don't need archer bracers, they very shortly discover they do. Masterwork tools, though it doesn't specify what skill, but okay. Staff of minor healing. Right? A whetstone. That is a very big whetstone. Wow. That's a sword, and that whetstone is almost the size of the sword. It's a little bit bigger than you need for the task at hand. Belt of Giant Strength. Always loved that magic item. I remember back in second edition. Oh, that was such a great item. First and second edition was such a great item. I love that one. I love that one. Belt of Incredible Dexterity. The Rabbit Foot, which I never quite figured out why I was lucky. Sure wasn't lucky for the rabbit. Pure holy water as opposed to unpure holy water? Okay. Belt of Physical Might for your Constitution bonus. A crow. Alright, I can understand why this might be in a game, but don't think I need an illustration of a crow for any other reason. Fox, unless you know somebody has a familiar or an animal companion, that might be useful. Snow leopard. Soldier. Dog. Big dog. Big dog. Your classic toad. An archer. A saber-toothed tiger. Which I don't think we have any evidence that they were actually tiger stripe. We have no idea what they look like physically as far as the pelt would have been. The giant badger, which looks remarkably like a normal sized badger. Monkey. Yep, that's a monkey. It's a bug-eyed monkey. Bug-eyed monkey. Very, very rare breed of bug-eyed monkey. Classic lizard. Kind of an iguana thing going on there. Merchant lord. Doesn't he look conniving? Capitalism is evil. A mountaineer. A sacred killer. So you're talking like a Thugi cultist who thinks killing is sacred? Because, you know, killing is viewed by most people as bad. The Clockwork Owl. Oh, yeah, cool. Clash of the Titans. Clockwork Owl. Bebo? Is it Bebo? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm sniffing here. Marin Unwin. I have two of the same card. Am I supposed to? Blessing of Aristil and Blessing of Aristil. Nope. Blessing of Gods. I guess I am supposed to have multiples of some cards. I have a lot of Blessings of the Gods. Blessing of Gorum. Blessing of Milani. The Blessing of Kalin. You know, you gotta have a good god when your holy symbol is a tankard. The Blessing of Milani again. And I just opened this pack. These were not. This is the order they were in. Blessing of Abadar. Blessing of Gozre. I like that leaf. It's a very nice leaf. Blessing of Akek. That looks kind of evil. Blessing of Pharasma. I kind of like that. It's cool looking. Blessing of Norgorber. That doesn't roll off the tongue. Blessing of Savannah. That's good. I like that one. Ooh, that's a nice symbol. Blessing of Lamashtu. What did this one do? Discard, bury this card. Nah, it doesn't tell me any useful things. But I like that symbol. And then Blessing of Nethys. Classic, kind of a classic thing. So, this has been the second half of my video about this deck, showing them off. I don't know if any of you out there play this kind of a game. I don't. But I do find the cards themselves fascinating, so that's why I have them in my collection. And if I were not to use, if I'm not going to use them, I'll pass them on to somebody else, because maybe they play this game. There you go. And you get to listen to me put them back in the box. This includes a new version of Harsk +3 brand new Ranger characters. Woohoo! Cool. Alrighty. So there you go. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that if you played, this was useful to you. And if you don't, you might be able to use these kind of things for inspiration. I paid $4.99 for this. They had originally been, I don't know how much. What's the original price on these things? I don't know. But they marked them down to $10, and then I got them for half price. I got them for $5. So there you go. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video.